Development. When we develop the branch solid, and this is our branch solid. That's what we want to develop. That's what we want to open. Alright. So we need to focus on what is the size of this. So now, obviously you would have drawn this to know the size of this. The base edge of this is 38. So it means I will start from 1, 2, 3, 4 back to 1. I need to draw 38. So I'm going to draw the line like that. So on these lines I need to measure 38 from 1 to 1. So in this case, with me, this is what I will do. I will then say 38. That's what I need. I'm looking for 38, which, let's do it properly. 38 is what I'm looking for. And this, if this is number 1, so this will be number 2, number 3, number 4, and back to 1. There we go. So you'll be measuring this with your ruler. 38 times 1, 2, 3, 4, from number 1 to number 1. So let us put the label here so that we are certain that we know these numbers. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and that's back to 1. Alright, I'll be changing these quickly for you. Let me just quickly change them. Now it's clear, numbers have been changed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This is our square of our branch solid. However, this is what we need to look at. The turning point A and B is on line 1, 2 as well as 1, 4. Now, this is not the true shape of the branch solid, but this is where the true shape is. So this, what I'm going to do now is, you need to extend this line. You need to extend the line, let it touch 1, 2, and it goes to 1, 4 also. Now there's your distance from 1, that will be B, and now what we need to know is A is on 1, 2, 1, 2. B is on 1, 4. Alright, now that we have that, we may as well put the label here. Let's put it here. We have A. That's good. And now we're looking for B. And let us put B where it's supposed to be. That's done. Now this is entirely up to you whether you want to use this or even use this one here on top. You're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to be extending this line to 1, 4 as agreed, that from the top view this is on 1, 4. It's not on 4, 3. It's on 1, 4. That's why I take it to 1, 4. And this goes to 1, 2. This is your 1, 2. Is on the other side. So that's where it is. However, it is always safer if you take this one, because this was drawn when you were doing your top view. So now I need to find the distance from 1 to 4. What is the distance here, 1 to 4? So I'm going to be measuring that and say I've got 28. So let's check on the other side. From 1 towards 2, and then I've got A, which is how much? Which is also 28. Of course, they should be the same thing. So now that I know from 1 to A is 28, this is why I go to 1. I go to 1 and I move towards 2 and I move 28. That is why from 1 to 4, I need to move 28. From 1 to 4, I move 28. Now I have these two. This is A and the other one is B. Now, all I need now, I need the distance from 1 to 1, 2 to number 2, 3 to number 3, 4 to number 4. That is what I will need right now. So where will I find this? Maybe before we forget, let's put the labels here. We have A and B. The first one, this is A, and that must be the one on 1, 4 is B. So whether you call it AA or AB is entirely up to you. So that's A, and let's put this and say this is B. So that's B, so that we know when you're joining the points how to find them. Now we need to know the distance of 1 to 1. Alright, so you're going to check the distance of 1 to 1. That is 55. Alright, 1 to 1 is 55. But you're going to be using your compass. Use your compass. I know it can be taken from the front view, but it's always, even if you from 1 to 1, so that's what we're looking for. That's a distance. Taking from this line, you need to place your compass on 1, going to 1. So then we take that distance. Never take that distance from the top view. Never take your distance from the top view. Get it from the front view. That is always correct, because those are the points that we have found. So I'm going to take this with my compass. I'm going to place this on 1. Remember, I've got 1 on this side and I've got 1 on the other side. Alright, now all I'm going to do for now, so that I don't get confused with what I'm working with, I'm going to trim this away so I know that this is where it ends, so that I can take all these circles that I'm doing. So I'm going to take away this circle, so I know 1 and 1 ends there. Now I'm going for number 2. So number 2, I'll do the same thing. I'll use my compass. From that point, that's where number 2 is. That's where number 2 is. So I'm going to take this distance from 2 to number 2. I'm going to place it on number 2. I said, for us to make it easy, I'm going to take away this line so I know where this whole thing ends. That's number 2. So now I go to number 3. Likewise, number 3, I'm using my compass from 3 to number 3. Take that distance, and you take that distance and you place your compass on 3, and with this, now you know where is cutting number 3. Then you're going to cut on 3, and that's where it ends. Now the last line that I need in terms of the termination points is number 4. Number 4, from that distance to there, that's where number 4 is. So I'm going to be taking this distance of 4 to 4 and placing it on 4. Now I know this is number 4, but this is where it ends. So take this away. So I'm going to be taking so I know it's cutting at number 4, so therefore this is what I need, and I've got that. Now I need A and B. Alright, A, B. Now A, B, likewise from there to there. From there to there. That one on top is A, the other one is B. So I'll be doing the same thing. Now I need to place my compass from A to B. There we A to A rather. There we go. Got A to A. So this is A. That's where A is, and I need to move that point. Now I know where it ends. And the last point I need to take now is B. So let's move this away so it doesn't disturb us. Now I need to take B. Now that's where B is, and I'm going to take that distance of B. Now let's go. From there, it goes to B. And now I'm going to take away this B. Now, and there we go. This is our shape. Now I need to join this. From 1, it will go to A goes to 2, 2 goes to 3, and 3 goes to 4, 4 goes to B, B goes to 1. After all this, now there are lines which needs to be dark, and there are lines which must remain light. So that becomes dark, that becomes dark. You see, your A is just a construction line, so we don't make that dark. So these become dark, and that becomes dark, and we leave B as it is. And this is your development of your branch solid.